The N performance cars produced by Hyundai have garnered a lot of attention. We start with an entertaining Veloster N hatchback. The Elantra N car and Kona N SUV are the next options. Lastly, the Ioniq 5N is Hyundai's first electric vehicle to wear the N badge. Which, incidentally, is excellent. The new Ioniq 6N, based on the Ioniq 6 electric sedan, has been confirmed by the business. Greater power, a stronger suspension, and full track capability will be standard on the Ioniq 6N, as they are on all N cars. Try to picture a sportier Ioniq 6 car. The ubiquitous performance blue paint from Hyundai N is probably certainly being used. The Ioniq 6N will keep its coupe-like profile but have some N touches like bigger wheels, additional vents, and big wings, just like the old Elantra. Things that motivate Ioniq 6N, needless to say, power. In particular, a dual-motor configuration is quite probable for the Ioniq 6N. Rumor has it that the 6N will have 641 horsepower, which would make it the most potent N car ever. However, it's more probable that it will be on par with the Ioniq 5N. You should be able to reach a top speed of approximately 165 miles per hour and accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3 seconds with this. Additionally, the Ioniq 6N needs a bigger battery. The most powerful configuration available on the regular Ioniq 6 is 77.4 kilowatt-hours. However, the Ioniq 6N ought to follow suit and ditch the smaller 77.4 kilowatt-hour package in favor of the larger 84.0 kilowatt-hours one. The Ioniq 6, like all Hyundai N vehicles, has to be able to travel on highways. We witnessed a prototype completing a silent lap at the Nürburgring. That implies enhanced handling, better braking, and more in terms of performance. Finding out how far it is. It's not an easy question. With its additional power, the Hyundai Ioniq 6N won't be nearly as excellent as the standard model, which has a maximum mileage of 361 miles. The Ioniq 6's sleek design and remarkable aerodynamics suggest that it should have a greater driving range than the 221 miles claimed by the EPA for the Ioniq 5N. Launched with the Ioniq 6N, the maximum range is 230 miles. I need to know the price. Starting at $52,150 for the year 2025, the most costly Ioniq 6 Limited model is available. At the same time, the base price of a Hyundai Ioniq 5N is $67,495. Obviously, the base Ioniq 6N will cost more than the limited trim, but Hyundai hasn't said if they'll charge more or less than the 5N. It is reasonable to assume that the Ioniq 6N will cost anywhere between $65,000 and $70,000. With any luck, the Hyundai Ioniq 6N will make its debut in the first quarter of 2025.